episode 20 of Bull Spinnaker Ahead. We are in St Helens waterway off the northeast coast of Tasmania. An impressive waterway. We docked at the concrete town jetties using the board and fender techniques.
Cool looking boat, isn't it? Where's that one?
The jetties on St Helens have a mixture of commercial and recreational vessels moored on them. On Toucan 2, when I'm in sheltered waters, I use a porta potty to collect my sewerage. And today I had to do a run to an RV station to pump out my sewerage. So I've loaded it up onto my fold-up bike, which is called the Nomad, to do that. Also note the fender and board method on the side of Toucan so that it doesn't rub up against the jetty. We're doing the loo run. We've got precious cargo on. Come on, Joey. St Helens we are, in the outskirts. I found the RV dump station. It's about a K away, I suppose, something like that. So that's the cargo. A nice easy bike ride to dump station. Here, Joey! Fuck. She's got no idea of cars, that dog. None. Behind here. I'm getting a bit out of shape. Come on, where are you? There she is. She's a bit confused now. Oh yeah, Snubber. She's come a gusser. Lucky that didn't come out. Anyway, I think the taking the footage has put me into disarray. I've never been to one of these RV dump stations before, but it worked really well. A bit better than a public toilet. It seems to get a bit messy. Off to do the washing. Boating chores. The coppers pulled me up for no helmet, so I have to wear a helmet. Looks good, doesn't it? So I've gone to do the washing, and the bloke said, "You got your dog blankets in? You washing your dog blankets?" And I thought to myself, "Yeah, mate, yeah." And then I obviously wasn't, and I wanted to blame something, but then looking at the washing machine, it just had signage all over it saying that it was only for dog blankets. So I ended up with some hairy doona covers and t-shirts. Okay, Friday morning, St Helens. We've had a bit of a think in the plan department, and we're going to go north from St Helens to Eddystone Point, and then to Flinders Island on the west side, shelter behind there. There's a bit of we'll get a couple of days there, which is absolutely perfect. I just wanted to spend a couple of days there. Now the other option was to go south We are going to get a northerly tomorrow, and then try and get down to Hobart and in that area. But I've got some other plans I don't really want to conflict with. I could get the ferry over to the mainland to Melbourne to do my doctor's appointment, but then I don't know about Jojo where I can put her, but I'm sure I could find a place. But so I've made a decision to go to Flinders Island, spend a couple of days there, and then get across Bass Strait and keep it all, I suppose, I hope, simple like that. Yeah, so we're just going now to St Helens. It's going to be low tide at Pelican Point, which is their shallowest point, and then the bar's going to be, I'm assuming, very calm, so it's not going to matter that it's on low tide, but I can assess that from the staging point, like before I cross it. Righto, let's go. See you later. Check the entrance up there to see what the waves are like at the bar. This is a narrow point up here where these Pelican Point, where the green and the red. It's the shallow point, so I didn't go past there in case I couldn't get over it, but in theory I should be able to. From this point you can plainly see that there's no white out across the bar, so the waves are only mostly on the right hand side there and a little bit on the left, but the entrance is quite clear and calm as I thought it would be, but from a distance it just looks like it's going across, and I think that's just because it is so far away. Go back, have a bit of lunch, pull the tinny up, and then we'll go. Here we go across St Helens Bar. What the time is 12:30. Got another boat coming in, so just let him come in first, do the courteous thing. Goodbye to St Helens. Turn left for Eddystone. Cape Eddystone, Point Eddystone, and then Flinders Island. It's a sad day today. I lost the drone. I was flying it with the boat moving along, and I was trying to control it, and it wasn't very successful to come into land, and I got it in over the rail here, but I couldn't keep it moving forward, and I could see it going to the backstay there, and it just clipped the backstay, flipped over, hit down on the stairs, and then disappeared behind there. But I was hoping that it might have been on the back step, but it was already in the water. So there's number one drone. It's a terrible feeling though, you know, like you feel like you've you've just lost, well, you have just lost something. But yeah, I just want to get it back, but I can't, so I've got to get another one. I think I just have to get used to that and maybe do a bit more practice. There was some good footage too. Yeah, anyway, that's on the bottom of about 2 mile out from the Bay of Fires beach off Garden Point. Oh well, times are tough. After losing the drone, the next stopping point, or planned stopping point, was Eddystone Point, but the swell was so horrendous that we decided not to anchor there and moved on overnight to the southwestern end of the Flinders Island called Trouser Bay. Absolutely beautiful, as you can see here now, Trouser Bay. Anchored there for the afternoon and then continued on out past Prime Seal Island on our left to a place called Leaker, which you can see here, and toucans parked over on the beach there. This was our staging point for our trip over to Lakes Entrance across Bass Strait. Leaving Flinders Island, I decided to go in front of a southeasterly front and get a bit of a push across Bass Strait. This probably wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done. The passage was fast, it was rough, and we got to this oil rig and we sort of started drifting pretty close. We got a fair bit too close to it. But I arrived at Lakes Entrance fairly late at night and I was trying to check out where the lights were. I came around for a second ago because I wasn't really quite sure what was going on, and come down a breaking wave. You'll see by the arrows here of this chart plotter. And then where that jumble is where I come down and went sideways. Water come through the back of the boat. And I happened to get out of that. I don't know how I did. One engine cut out and I was coming out. I got out of it with one left engine only. And somehow chugged my way out. So here's a satellite image from Google to sort of show you where the shallow is. The light area on the bar there, that's the Lakes Entrance bar. You can see the light coloured area, that's the shallow area, and on that night we had a fairly developing swell. It got up to 4 meters, and you can see that line there. That's where I staggered out of that situation. It still lives with me. It lives with me, like, yeah, it sort of scared me a fair bit, but I sort of got to move on from that, and here we go. Let's go.